So we've got a preferred vendors module. We can set up AR and AP accounts. So that might be, so I'll show you an AR account. It's probably more like to be an AP account, but just to give you a flavor. So this is, so again, if your vendors exist and your projects exist in CMIC, this is the sort of data you can bring back in. So what type of accounts? There's profiles, so we can set them up on profiles, mark out who reps are. Analysis sets contact details, payment terms. You can set up credit statuses, group accounts. So you've got that, and that ties in. You can have a linked AR account on a project. And then the AP side of it. Have I got some built in? I've got some built in there. There we go. So yeah, so similar view. You can set up vendor accounts, account numbers, head office address, currency, current status, account type, credit, tax areas, tax countries, set up your various contact details for them, payments. So again, whether it's on, say, first company terms, you can have different terms and conditions for vendors. You can mark them to GL codes and main heads in the system. Routing details and bank details can be stored in here. Yeah, I think pretty much statuses we can track against vendors. We can determine whether purchase orders are mandatory or optional. CIS, I think, is tax in Europe that we've set up for those. But yeah, essentially we'd set up terms and conditions and details for the vendor. And then once they exist in the system, we create them as preferred vendors. So then you can, if you've got a particular piece of equipment that you always get from Sunbelt, you can assign the account, the vendor account to the item code, and then you can link your pricing through that way as well. So when you put them into contracts from requisitions, it automatically picks up their pricing. But it's pretty much straightforward. A lot of it's just you set it up once and just leave it, unless there's an update. But I presume a lot of this information will exist in CMIC, so we would just do a data pull, right, and bring all the vendor information in from CMIC and just map it to the relevant fields in here.